Hi, I'm Des and welcome to my very first YouTube video. Today I'm going to be playing Sims 2, 3, and 4. So I've decided to try a little project since I have all three games where I'm going to make the same sim in each game and play her parallelly as I can. So this is Madison Carver. She's got blonde hair, green eyes. She's going to go into the business because that's the only job right now that's across all three games, and she wants to have a big happy family. So the plan will hopefully be that each week I will upload 3 videos and I will try to keep them as parallel as I can. So aside from this video where you're going to see all 3 creations of her in all the different games, we'll then have building her house, getting a job, falling in love, having kids. We'll kind of just see where it takes us. I'm a pretty avid Sims player. I've been playing for over 10 years. When I started playing Sims 2 at a friend's house actually, and I begged my parents to get it for me, and they finally did. And I've been pretty hooked on the franchise since. Through these games, I'll be talking a little bit about the differences, what I dislike about each game, what I would expect from my own very perfect Sims game, and we'll just kind of, take it from there. Please forgive me for any maybe poor editing, poor audio. I am trying my best. It's my first time doing this, and I'm hoping it really comes out well. I have to say, I really liked doing this, playing with the different levels of the skills, or different levels of the personality, sloppy versus neat, things like that, as well as the turn-ons and turn-offs. And so I'm going to try to keep them as parallel as possible. I will post a general kind of thing about all of them in the description below so you can kind of see how that's all going. I have to say, when I started playing Sims 3 was just absolutely phenomenal. It was just so new and different, and it completely wowed my mind. I still really like Sims 3. Of the 3 games, I'm honestly not really sure which one's my favorite right now. I haven't played Sims 2 in a lot of years, but I have been playing Sims 4 almost exclusively, and partially that's just because I have so many mods and downloadable content from Sims 3 that it takes a while to load. When I was just recording the videos, Sims 2 ended up being about 11 minutes, Sims 4 was about the same amount of time, and Sims 3 was 45 minutes, and that's because it just took forever to load. I'll be working on trying to make that a lot faster, especially when I'm doing the audio with the game, so we're not having these big, just long gaps of waiting for all of my stuff to load. I wish I could go in and kind of delete stuff. So here I am playing with the sliders, trying to get Madison Carver looking how I want her to look. Sims 4, I think, definitely has a huge leg up on terms of making the face. I think it's absolutely wonderful. Sims 3 just has so much more stuff right now, and of course I'll talk about creative style a little bit once we get kind of more into that section of this video. And I don't know what to talk about. I'm sorry. I thought about writing a script for this one. I've tried doing this audio like 20 times. So please bear with me for my very first video. I like Sims 3. Sims 3 has a lot to offer. You'll also notice that unfortunately the audio quality is a bit dark, or not the audio, the video quality is a bit dark. I need to play the settings a bit more. I don't know why it came out like that. It plays fine in VLC, and maybe it'll come out a bit dark when I upload it. I'm not sure. I use Sony Vegas Pro for all my editing, so hopefully we'll get some good quality stuff. So creative style is wonderful. It's one of the biggest complaints of Sims 4 that it's missing. What I wish is that creative style was outside the game, a free program EA could put out where people could import in their own patterns and colors and add it to various clothes and whatnot, because there's just so much in creative style. It was overwhelming at times. Again, waiting for everything to load up, waiting for everything to show up, and then sometimes with some of the stripes or dots, it's like, oh well, this is only slightly different. It's really fun though, I have to say, being able to, just get this deep into it and whatnot. I actually did my Sims 4 video first, and then Sims 2, then Sims 3, because I knew how long Sims 3 was going to take. And I will post a link in the description below of a picture, so you can see all of the parallels together, and you can tell me if I did a good job or not. And by all means, please be kind though. Please be kind. I was getting pretty frustrated with the game at this point because it was just taking so freaking long, and I kind of had an idea of what I wanted to use. If I had done it smarter, maybe I would have done Sims 3 first. I don't know. So this is something I forgot about. So any of you still playing Sims 3 out there, let's say you want everything, the pattern on every little section, you can actually just pick it up and drag it to each one. If you want like the same color or same pattern or same whatever. Sorry, I just hit my mic if that was loud and crazy. So I would like to see some sort of creative style come back to Sims 4. I know there was quite many complaints about Sims 4. The only one that really bothers me is toddlers. I miss toddlers. I have a daycare in Sims 3 I play with just so I can play with tons and tons and tons of toddlers and work with them and be moderately overwhelmed by that. So we're coming up to the end of Madison, Carver in Sims 3. I didn't realize that my recording program only would do 45 minutes of recording, so there's going to be a little bit of lag at the end because I wasn't able to get all of her traits and aspirations and everything, so you won't be seeing that. And it really is, you can do such cool stuff with the creative style, and I think I really was able to make Sims 3 look like Sims 4. So right here, so she is charismatic, a genius, good, bookworm, and heavy sleeper. I know there's some complaints in Sims 4 that there's not enough traits, which I can see having 4 traits. I feel like 5 traits is too many at times because sometimes it just feels like I'm doubling, or heavy sleeper was just thrown in because I didn't know what else to make her. If you have an idea for a different trait, by all means let me know in the comments below, and I can just go in and edit that before I start building. So Sims 4, I have to say I was a bit nervous about getting it. I got the free demo that came out, and that was really fun. I probably just spent a few hours on that, just playing around with Sims. And this is really minor, I wish my Sim just started as a blank slate. As you saw, I took off all the clothes, her hair and everything. I like starting kind of just completely fresh. I guess some people like the inspiration they might get from it, but I had a pretty clear idea of what I wanted her to look like from the get-go. And if I wish, I didn't have to go through and make sure tattoos were off and things like that. It's minor. I'm pretty fussy about it, but it's also not that big of a deal at the same time. I almost wish I could pull on the hair the same way you can pull on the face. I think that'd be really cool. I think it'd be a really hard engine to create, partially because I don't know how to do anything like that. But that's the way I kind of wish it was. It's also, I think, the create a Sim and Sims 4, just being able to go back real fast between hair and outfit. In Sims 2 and 3, you can change the hair for each outfit, but it's kind of sluggish and weird, and I don't know if that's just I need to play with my settings a bit more. But I just feel like there's a bit less freedom in that regard because it just seems to take so long, and I feel like this was just really fast and easy to be able to do. So here we are burning through pretty quickly with Madison, Carver and Sims 4. I had a pretty clear idea of what I wanted her to look like, what I wanted her to do. Something that I am going to do, because they have the turn on and turn offs in Sims 2, is I want to try to keep everything as close together as possible. So in Sims 3 and 4, the spouse, whoever they end up with in the end, will have to have a certain amount of traits. I probably won't have enough time to talk about that here now, but just things I'll be looking out for, various traits I want them to have, be creative and whatnot, create a really big, nice family. I think the makeup looks really good in Sims 4. Again, it's kind of easier to work with. It'd be kind of cool if we could modify it a certain amount to our own devices, but we'll see if that comes up. So here we are wrapping up my first video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please like it if you like it. If you didn't like it, I guess let me know what maybe I could have done better next time. And thanks for watching. If you want to hear more of my babbles, please click the subscribe button down below. Thanks so much. Bye, bye, bye.